we turn to the phone lines right now and find, let me put the Michigan helmet right there in front of me. The head coach of University of Michigan football, and my first quarterback is being a Michigan Wolverine on campus when I was a freshman there in Ann Arbor back in 1986. He is Jim Harbaugh. How are you, Coach?
Rich, good to be with you.
Good to be with you as well. How's your folks? How is everybody? Everybody healthy, happy?
Yeah, they're doing well. They both my mom and dad, they're 80, but they're doing great, and happy for that. But a lot of gratitude.
Of course. And are you all quarantined together as one family? Are you? Because I know you live right nearby.
Next door,
right
next door to each other. So yeah, we do see them though. We're literally walking across walk to their house. Great. They walk up. So
gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
we're doing what we're told.
Of course, no, I understand. Obviously, but so many people, like I FaceTime my mom a lot. It would be great to just, hey, here's the grandkids right there. You could just wave hello. That would be great. I'm glad you have that opportunity to do something like that. Okay, so where do things stand right now for you in the football season right now, Coach? Do we think we've got something cooking here? What's on your mind on that front?
Yeah, I do. I do believe that there's a lot of people with a lot of opinions right now. That's for sure.
Yes.
I think you see the NFL with the commissioner, one person probably making that decision. Getting a lot of advice, I'm sure. But college football, there's more involved. Multiple commissioners, school presidents, boards of regents. But I know players on our team all want to play, and hoping for better news as the weeks go on. And but revved up, motors revved up with wanting somewhere to go.
No, I know, and obviously, our school president saying in his mind that if there's no kids on campus, there'll be no football, and that there's a level of doubt. And again, you're the football coach, and as you point out, there's others who are making certain decisions. Have you reached out to other coaches within the conference to hear what's going on other campuses, or where's your stance on that front?
Oh yeah, we talk. We do a weekly call with all the Big Ten head coaches and athletic directors, and Kevin Warren, our commissioner, and Mark Redner, lots of folks, and we have doctors on that call. So you get updates. So you know what the NCAA is saying, that voluntary workouts can begin June 1st. Looks like mandatory will be July 1st, June 1st for voluntary. So that's kind of what we're at. So Monday is June 1st, and if states are open and they're not sheltering in place still, then the football players, athletes can come back to campus on a voluntary basis and do workouts.
Right. Oh, man, have you become more of a public health expert than you ever thought you'd be, Coach?
Yeah, probably like everybody, right? I mean,
right.
We all. I read a lot. I do that. I've been reading a lot. And
what have you been reading?
Watch a lot of news, etc.
Well, you've watched all the Judge Judys there is. I know that. So what are you reading? What are you doing?
Well, I mean, today I'll tell you what. I'm really very, very upset about the George Floyd death, and it's kind of got me preoccupied today. I'm not just very horrendous. I'm just watching right now, and I'm looking forward to there be an investigation and waiting for that charges. I mean, that's completely outrageous.
Yeah, I know you. I'm sure you're obviously on a campus, a college campus, where that I'm sure is a major discussion. You're also a former coach of Colin Kaepernick, and you see all the memes out there of this is why he knelt. When was the last time you spoke to Colin, Coach? Has it been a while?
A few weeks ago. we texted. Every now and then, I'll get a text from Colin, or I'll text him. But I think that there was a graphic. I saw that too. This is why he knelt, and was it LeBron James who tweeted that?
I think so. I think he might have been. Exactly.
If you didn't know now, if you didn't know then, you know now. That spoke volumes, I thought.
Jim Harbaugh, Michigan football head coach here on the Rich Eisen Show. Where are you again? I guess on protocols and health and safety. With have you reached out to? Obviously, you've got a healthcare, a great healthcare school on the campus, and I'm sure is there, because I've spoken to other head coaches and saying that this needs to be in the hands of parents before they return to campus. I'm wondering where you are on that front before we kind of turn to the concept of playing football.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. There's a lot of things there. A great health system at Michigan. Our president's an immunologist, doctor, and so there's a lot of smart people. I've got confidence, that they're going to give us the right direction. And as you said, I think that's a really important piece, and we've done it, is reached out to our parents and just, hey, this is our team. These are your sons. What do you think is right? How do you want to do this? And got a lot of great feedback, and you understand, you got a lot of smart parents, and by the way, they're parents.
Yes.
So that was tremendous feedback. I mean, they even shared some of the protocols that they have at where some of the companies they work at, Ford Motor Company and others. Some are doctors. Some had terrific suggestions and a survey of and also comments and tremendous things came back. That's actually helping us and in a big way. And we're going to go forward, and we're going to visit as a team again on Saturday with all parents and the athletes, and tell them where we're at and what we're looking for, and what has to happen. Things have to happen with the local governances, the state governances, the university. They're great, and they're really understanding. I mean, don't beat the coach up too much, because we don't know that much, and sometimes it changes.
Of course.
From week to week, let alone sometimes day to day. So, everybody's being respectful. Everybody's doing what they're respectful of what the doctors are saying, respectful of the virus, and ultimately we want the health and safety of the guys, the coaches, the staff, and everybody, the community to be the priority, I think, and that's being done. So that's really what there is to say about that. And I got to applaud people, because people are doing the right thing. They have been doing the right thing, and I think at the time it was 2 weeks, and then it's really turned into more like 2 months. But the curve's flattened. That's what everybody was set out to do, and let's keep going. Let's keep attacking this with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
Unknown to mankind, absolutely. And
the engines are revved. Rich, and we want somewhere to go too.
I'm sure. Obviously Michigan Stadium would be a great place to start. And I know you already said, if there's no fans, there's no fans. You just want to get out there. In the meantime,
that's what the boys say. I mean, that's what the guys are saying too. I mean,
right.
They're initially shocked at there's a possibility there might not be fans, and I mean that's a real possibility, because you could test the participants, the players, the coaches, the officials, the chain gang, the trainers, etc. But it's probably gonna be tough to test 100,000 people coming into a stadium.
Oh, yes.
And they understand that, and I go, well, here's the question: Would you rather not would you rather play in front of no fans or not play? And to a guy, they'd rather play. So that's some of the feedback.
Jim Harbaugh here on the Rich Eisen Show. Who's the quarterback going to be? How do you evaluate that right now? What is the current evaluation at that very crucial position, Coach? That's to be seen. We got some guys we really love, and they've been chomping at the bit. I say, there's guys that are excited to get back to working out with the team and back to practicing, but our quarterbacks in particular, they're chomping at the bit, which is better. And but it is an open competition, is what you're saying, for that position.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, how do you conduct that when you might not be able to get them on the field? Get right now you're just Zooming or whatever you're doing. And I know that your first year in the NFL was, if I'm not mistaken, you walked straight into a labor dispute. I'm wondering if anything like that is anything that you're drawing upon to make an evaluation from afar like this.
Yeah, but I have been doing that, Rich. Drawing a little bit of that experience in 2011 when there was the lockout, and so there are some similarities. The things I've drawn from it are, you got to really consider everything day by day, week by week, plan for the different scenarios, and there's going to be a lot of them, and some you're going to learn more as it goes on, and you don't know exactly when you're going to start, but also try to be as creative and proactive so you can be as productive as possible. And specifically with the quarterbacks, I mean, we've been having Zoom meetings. We've been installing football and told the guys, hey, learn the system, the best you can, be an expert at it when we do get back together, and also get in the best shape of your life and throw the football. Get out and throw it every day. And each guy, I'm going through the quarterbacks in my mind here. Each one has done that and taken advantage of that and gotten guys to throw to. And Dylan McCaffrey's been throwing with his brothers, Christian and Luke, in Denver, and Joe Milton's been in Orlando, and then he came back to Ann Arbor, and he's got a bag of balls and finding guys to throw with. And Kate McNamara's got his brother who's going to be a incoming freshman wide receiver, and I mean they're calling and chomping at the bit, and what can they do? And getting coached. Ben McDaniel's been coaching them every day, and that they're on the insulation and been going over footwork and all kinds of stuff. So I know those guys are chomping at the bit. So
well, we all are, and we hope we get
hopefully better news here in the next couple weeks as it relates to Michigan. That our governor will open up a little bit more so we can get back together and guys can do voluntary workouts.
So before I let you go, couldn't help but notice this video made the rounds after Jaden Hood from my buddy Michael Irvin's alma mater, St. Thomas Aquinas in Fort Lauderdale. He committed to the University of Michigan, and you celebrated with a cartwheel. That's you, right? That is definitely you. I could see that. You gave a go blue. When was the last? How often do you cartwheel, Jim? How often is this happening?
Okay, so I can't comment on any recruiting, and so can we say that's I'm saying no comment to.
Okay,
to any,
let me rephrase. Video of you online occurred cartwheeling for something. I don't know what it was for, but you cartwheeled. And my question is when was the last time? How often is this?
Rephrase the question. Yeah. There we go.
Did you? All right. First of all, I need to make sure.
That was me. I did a cartwheel.
That was you. You did a cartwheel for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And did we emerge from this victorious? Did we emerge from this with nothing lingering? No lingering issues.
No injuries.
Okay.
I was a little disappointed that I didn't get my legs up more to 90-degree angle And yeah.
Okay, but
come on,
is that
Jim.
core work? That could be, we can work on that. We could work on that. Or is that upper body? I mean, what do you or just again?
Yeah, it's core and shoulders, I think. I mean,
okay, could be
definitely,
khakis.
yeah.
It could be. I mean,
gymnastics move that
okay.
was I don't know. I didn't give myself a very high point grade for that.
No, okay, but I mean, again, you're in your khakis. It looks like you do have some, you could blame it on the fabric, but again, it's still very impressive. I couldn't do any of that. That's very impressive. And you got a Ravens gear on. You sure that's not John? We sure that's
that was me in a Ravens t-shirt.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, very good.
Okay.
Hey, I remember. Yeah, you had it all on there. Hey, Jim.
How about you, Rich? I mean, the guy goes out and runs a 40-yard dash every year in a suit. I mean,
yes.
you are we all pale in comparison.
I appreciate you saying that. Well, my whole family sends their best to you and my best to your entire family, Jim. Let's stay in touch. Catch up soon. Thanks for the call.
Of course, Rich. Stay safe, you and your family, and go blue, buddy.
Right back at you. That's Jim Harbaugh. Go blue. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.